A'udhu billahi minashaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, my second topic, it's going to be about the role of intention. The Imam Bukhari, as you know, it is the first source after the Quran for Muslims. It's the Hadith book. He collected over, they say, either 600,000 or even a millions. And he wrote in his book, the first Hadith is about the intention. Among these a million Hadith. So why? I thought about that. Then I look at, some scholarly point of view. For example, Ahmad bin Hanbal, rahmatullah alayhi, he says that intention is half of the religion. Intention is half of the religion. Imam Shafi, rahmatullah alayhi, says intention is 1/3 of the religion. Sayyid Nursi, rahmatullah alayhi, says, I studied for 40 years. I learned 4 words. The first one is intention. The meaning of intention. So why this is important? When Rasulullah ﷺ immigrated to Medina due to, mushriks, persecution, not giving them freedom, and so on. When he arrived in Medina, normally the companions left Mecca before him. Many Muslims in Medina waiting for the Prophet. What we expect? Oh, an important topic. That speech is going to make it during the first Friday. What do you expect? Probably someone like a prophet at least will talk half an hour or 1 hour. No. The Prophet first khutbah in Medina, according to Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, a well-known muhaddis, it is the hadith about the intention, which is 3 sentences. There are 562 sermons of the prophets or khutbahs were recorded, and the longest one is 5-6 minutes, the last sermon. Then I think Imams, including myself, we should question ourselves. Why our khutbah is 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, isn't it? So, what was the first khutbah? Rasulullah said, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. The deeds are according to the intention. So, intention, sometimes, turns habits even to act of worship. A form of worship. For example, you would like to drink a water, which is a natural need. If you start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim and think that water is like from the paradise with that intention, and at the end say Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the act of drinking will become a form of worship. Or sleeping is a habit for all of us. We need it. So with intention, that good intention, I would like to wake up for Fajr prayer, for morning prayer, or even for Tahajjud prayer. With that intention, if we read or recite some du'as or some maybe chapters of the Quran and then go to sleep, till we wake up, it will be an act of ibadah, act of worship. Even I heard from someone that Imam Shatibi says, when you do preparation for wudu, when you would like to, go to restroom, you have a wudu ablution for prayer, isn't it? Which is obligation for prayer. And he argues that even that time, it is act of worship as well. So, what does it mean? With good intention, we can make 24/7 our daily life as act of worship. When we visit someone, when we study, what's our intention? And if you would like to know what's my value in the sight of Allah, we should look at our intention. Why I am doing this? Why I'm studying? Why I'm working? What's the purpose of my life? Why I'm doing this? So if intention is good, And whatever we are doing, if it's not sin, and it will be transformed as an act of ibadah, act of worship. So how intention can make our life spiritual, every moment of our life. Otherwise, we cannot gain the paradise. Is expensive. It's expensive, with little this. For example, if I ask you, what percentage of your life, our life, we allocate as a practicing Muslim, let's say, for salat, for daily prayer, or for fasting once a year, for 1 month in a year? What percentage? Just guess. Any idea? 10?
I reckon 2%.
Sorry?
2%?
2%? 20? Well, roughly, they say that depends on, which surah you recite during the prayer, but approximately between 5 to 7% of your life, if you perform your daily prayer, if you fast, if you go Hajj once in your lifetime. All of that will be about, between 5 to 6 or 7% of whole of your life. So how about other 93%? So with good intention, we can make this 93% as act of worship, act of ibadah as well. We can make it spiritual. Look, you go for a holiday, which is naturally, we need it, if you look at the tree, this is just a piece of wooden. But if we look at the tree, see, this is the art of Allah. How many names of Allah are reflected on this tree? Who created this tree? Al-Khaliq, the creator. Who beautified that tree? Al-Jamil. Who provide the sustenance of the tree? Al-Razaq, the provider. And so on. So when we think in such way, with that intention, you can see how our life, how every moment of our life can be act of ibadah. And this is also very important for the intention.